Let's talk about a couple ways that I get more traction on Pinterest to help grow my business. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Lauren and I'm helping you maximize your time and talents as a growing small business owner, so make sure to subscribe for new videos every week. So if you've been sleeping on Pinterest, I need you to wake up because Pinterest is a thriving search engine that, just like Google, is used for so many different things: to learn, to experiment, to fantasize, to plan. It's used for so much. And if you think that your business doesn't have a place on there, you're definitely wrong. I'm telling you, any kind of business can thrive on Pinterest. And what that's going to do is it's going to get you more clients and customers. This works for product-based businesses that are online. This works for service-based businesses that are local like mine, and everything in between. So I want to tell you the top 2 different extensions that I use to get more traction on my Pinterest pins. The first one is called Tasty Pins. And so Tasty Pins is an extension that you put on your website. I personally have a WordPress website, so I'd have to double check if it works on things like Squarespace and Wix, all those kind of platforms. But if you have a WordPress website, it's definitely worth it. It is only $29 per year. And it works to basically allow you to upload multiple pins to every single page, every single post that you do, so that when someone goes and they want to pin something directly from your website, they have options. Normally, without the Tasty Pins extension, you can't do this. You can always put a pin like in your post or on your page physically, and they can click that one to pin, but it makes it a lot easier to have variety, which also helps your Pinterest algorithm. So you can upload the several photos along with the title and description that you prefer. This makes it easier on the person pinning because they don't have to think about what to put in the box, and this makes it better for you because you're getting the preferable keywords that are going to help promote your business. When I first got Tasty Pins, I went down a rabbit hole and I basically went and did every single page on my website. So it's obvious that I like to do this for blog posts, okay? Every new blog post, you want a few pins so that they have options and you're getting that blog post out, you're getting the information out, and you're getting different style pins which circulates throughout the Pinterest universe, and they like that. But I also did this on regular web pages. I did this on the About page, the Meet the Team page, the Bridal page, the Inquiry page, the Home page, you name it. I put them everywhere because at the end of the day, you never know how many people are going to want to save this or think that the information is valuable and want to share it. Now you may also have to make a little graphic, which I did in Canva. It's like a little corner graphic that says pin this or pin it or something like that. And it pops up on every image that is on the website too. So that way you can pin individual images off each page. That is separate from Tasty Pins, I'm pretty sure. I think I just did that on its own, and that's a different extension. I'll have to look into that. I'm going to leave something here with information if I figure that out. But that's just another kind of helpful way to get people to be pinning more of your content from each page, which again circulates and makes Pinterest happy. The next thing I love to use is Tailwind, and I believe that this one retails for somewhere around $150 per year, and basically what it is a repinning kind of software, but it goes beyond that. I actually don't even use all that Tailwind has to offer. They now have it where you can create pins within there. They have it where you can do like Instagram scheduling and all of that kind of stuff. I exclusively use Tailwind for Pinterest. So with Tailwind, what's really cool is I have created these things called loops. And in these loops, it's kind of like a bunch of the same category pins that I've already pinned to my profile. So for example, I have like a skincare loop, and I have a bridal loop. I have a makeup tips loop. And what happens is I kind of combine all of the pins that I've ever pinned that make sense in that category, and then Tailwind takes care of it and repins them on a regular basis. So you get to choose, how many times a week you want this loop to pin, so that it's not, too spammy. And Tailwind's really helpful with kind of suggesting how long and how far apart you should do things so that you're not getting flagged or anything, but that it is still productive and it's making your account continue to show up even when you're not physically doing the work. And that's exactly why we love Tailwind, because even though fresh pins will always reign supreme, if you upload physically a nice fresh pin to Pinterest directly, it's fresh as in it's a new graphic, it's new text, it's a new page, new content. That's always going to be the best because Pinterest wants newness. They want freshness. But repinning still does hold some weight. It holds less than it did back in the day, but it does keep your account active and it does keep showing up in people's feeds. I have pins from years ago that are still getting like tens of thousands of views and hundreds of clicks. And that's great because that goes to the blog post that it's going to, or the page on my website, or even the social media page. So it's really important to keep things kind of circulating on a constant basis. And realistically, as a business owner, I know you don't have the time to do that every single day. So Tailwind has just been a lifesaver for me to know that it's still working, that Pinterest system, even when I can't. And what's great is I've had seasons with Pinterest where I've been more on top of it, and I've been really good about fresh pins, and I've been really good about creating new loops. And so you do see a bit more momentum there. But I've also had my seasons where I don't touch Pinterest for months at a time, but Tailwind is still doing the work. It's still circulating those pins that I put together, and they're evergreen, honestly. I don't have a lot of pins that are super seasonal, and when I do, I'll make seasonal loops and categories. Like I'll do like maybe a holiday one, Valentine's Day, things like that. But overall, they're evergreen, so they can continue to circulate. And it's great because then if I'm not thinking about Pinterest, I'm not completely abandoning it at the same time. Another thing I like about Tailwind is you can join communities. So essentially you can upload a certain amount of pins per month and you repin some other people's pins and then they repin your pins. And so this is a little bit more physical. You kind of have to click, find out the ones that make sense for your profile, and make sure that it's not too spammy or anything like that. But it's really nice because then you're getting real people to repin your pins, just because they want to help support you and they're looking for support in return. Now, if you're brand new to Pinterest and you have no idea about anything, I suggest joining a membership. That's actually how I got such like a leap forward into my Pinterest goals and everything. I think I joined, had to be like 2019 or something like that. I was in a membership for a couple years and it was so valuable to me. Specifically, the membership I was in was Pin Potential with Megan Williamson, and I'll link that down below. She is incredible and a wealth of knowledge, and she makes sure that she's updating the content because Pinterest, like any other platform, does kind of change how they do things throughout the years. And so I really got like a head start on refreshing my Pinterest profile and making sure everything was optimized so that it was ready to be received by the masses. And during this time, I actually got to the point where I had 1 million monthly viewers on my profile for a little while. And that was really cool. That was a huge milestone for me. And I have to see if I can find the screenshot to show you guys, because of course I took a screenshot, but this was years ago. But it was so, so exciting. I remember sharing it on Instagram and I was like, oh my God, 1 million for little me. So definitely I would suggest if you're brand new to Pinterest and you really want to like get started on the right path, look into a membership like that. But besides that, I would love to share more about my Pinterest journey, how I got to the 1 million monthly viewers, and kind of give you some more tidbits along the way. I'm no expert, but I'm here just to help. So if you want to see a video like that, leave a comment down below and I'd be happy to do that. Something we don't talk about all too often is how you can shift your mindset to grow your business and just how important that is. So make sure to watch this video after you're done with this one so that you get on the right track to making sure that Pinterest account thrives.